Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review over in Raggy's tap room, the home of beer reviews. I hope everyone liked my putty review. I thought it was hilarious. uh, Hopefully one day I'll actually get a can of it, but or on tap. But it is on tap in Nottingham, to be fair, at Keens Head. But anyway, forget about putty. Yeah, that goes around windows. Hey. So over to Norwich. Kindly gifted to me by Berry Beast in the East. Got it right this time. And this is from their it's local brewery, Wild Craft Brewing. And it's Wild Bongo. A mango NEIPA. Um, get me magnifying glass, can't read what it says. 5.8% on the can it says Bongo. Tropical hazy pale packed full of mango. Dry hop to perfection with Azaka, Olicana, and Citra. This beer packs punch. So, there we go. And first ever beer from this brewery. So, a massive thank you. I'll remember his first name in a minute. I'm shocking my name. Look at that pour. Beautiful, vibrant orange pour. And the nose as well. It's got a really good nose on it. So I just remember Andrew. Yes, I thought it was, but I didn't want to say it and then get the wrong name. So as you can see, beautiful orange pour. There you go. Look at that. Wow. Now, will YouTube take that as the photo? Because that is a photo opportunity for YouTube. What do? They catch me with my eyes half open. Always catch me wrong. So anyway, so a mango New England IPA, and perfect temperature in the shed for it, or maybe actually a little bit cold, but it's cold for me. Beer's good. It's keg temperature. Like I say, big mango on the nose. I'm getting orange vibes as well. Oh, cheers all. First beer of the day. It's Friday. The weekend is here. Like most people, we're off out to the pub tomorrow for a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours. See our friends, have a good natter, as you do, and just enjoy a bit of pub life. And for someone with anxiety and that, talking, I talk more in the beer room than I talk all day at work in 8 hours. Yeah. Ooh, really flavourful, strong flavours coming off the taste. A little bit of bite as well. Cheers. I like a bit of zestiness coming out of it as well, funnily enough. Ooh. So yeah, weekends here. Like I say, I'm not working this weekend, so I've got a weekend off. And tomorrow, well, I may be doing some bottling tomorrow, so I've got some homebrew to bottle. We're off out tomorrow afternoon. And basically, at the moment, because we're in limbo with the car, we're not really doing anything. And we've got a load of decorating to do, but I'm telling you, because of the car and the issues, I just can't be bothered. I've lost absolutely all interest to do it. Um, yeah. Yeah, I've lost all interest. I'm trying to get the garden sorted, ready for spring. So that's a job for Sunday. Gonna move some plants in the garden and get things in the right places for the, or at least try to start doing that. At least it's you never know what grows in the garden, you know, seed wise. So it's yeah, it's interesting in that respect. So yeah, based in Norwich. I am down that part of the world. So WildCraft Brewery on my eyes are shocking. Coltis Hall Road, Norwich, Norfolk, NR10 5JD. Twitter or WildCraft Brews. Facebook WildCraft Brewery. And www.wildcraftbrewery.co.uk. And it says on the can, we scour the Norfolk countryside for ingredients. Many come from foraging in wild hedgerows, while some come from the public, local growers and suppliers. Who knows? Something in here may have come from your Aunt Mavis allotment up the road. I like that because it gives a bit of personality, and you know, sometimes breweries don't give out enough personality. You know, it's like beer reviews. For me, personality. You know, yes, you can talk about the beer, is what it is and does what it does, but personality. You know, it can't just be me who likes personality. Oh. So I've caught up with my pub reviews now. Well, unless I go to a new pub tomorrow, or one I've not been to this year. Caught up with pub reviews. I've caught up with all my cask beer reviews. So now the channel will calm right down again, and unless I do focus on breweries, which I've got. There's a few breweries that I know quite well that I do want to do a focus on. Can't focus on breweries you don't know nothing about, because you know it's like talking at your backside, isn't it? So ooh. So I've got a few from this brewery to review. Wild Stallion Smooth Stout. Obviously that's a beer for upstairs, for in the house. And Wild One Strong Stout. So really looking forward to those beers from this brewery. I'll do some find out more about the brewery. Because have you ever heard of the brewery? You know, if you have, please comment. You know, when it's a brewery from a different part of the country, it's always interesting, you know, as somebody who likes to support his local breweries. Berry Bear in the East, Andrew, likes to support his. And, you know, that's something that absolutely resonates with me. Um, people are laughing at my putty review. I mean, I just think it's hilarious, but you know, that's just my sense of humour, shall we say? So, ooh, what's this? Wild Craft Brewing. Wild Craft Brewery. So the website. So yeah, Church Farm. And yes, can you help us survive? Buy our survival box. So, shop for beers. So, we've got a beer called Wild Caribbean, a 4.3% style IPA just there. Loving the artwork. The artwork's great, isn't it? Let's go a bit further. What's next? 10 litre polypins, 40 quid. So 18 quid. 18 pints, 40 quid. That's interesting. Wild Card, the beer, is 4.5% a stout. So there you go. So I like to do this in reviews. Do a review, but if it's a new brewery to me, let's do a bit of focusing on the brewery. It's not an actual focus on the brewery, because obviously I don't know the brewery that well. View all. Let's go to all then. So choose your own pack. You got a survival box. Help us reach our target of 300 mini 3-month subscriptions by the end of January. Why? 57 since putting this product up on the 14th of the 12th. 30 quid for the survival box. I think that's what it is anyway. Choose your own pack. So that's interesting. So, right, let's have a look. Um, so the size. So they're roughly £3.50, £4.50 a bottle. And, God, they've got some in stock. Blooming it. On Bongo, 1,834 in stock. Wow. Um, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different beers that you can buy, and on your own sort of thing. So that's interesting. Like I said, they've got polypins, an IPA 12 pack, a mixed ales pack, 3, 6, or 12 bottles and cans, specially selected by our brewer. No nonsense 12 pack. Not sure what that means. 2-pint takeaways. So yeah, lots of options on it, and then it goes through the beers, and yeah, good amount of different beers on this, lagers as well. Yeah, so a very interesting site. So checking them out and seeing what they're like. Raggy's Beer Reviews always has been and always will be about supporting breweries and not, trying to damage breweries. I know a lot of brewers, and only because of doing beer reviews, to be fair. Um, and I know the families behind the brewers, and their ethos, and the literate everyone I've met is a good guy, or lady even, all trying to do their bit. Some are trying to be experimental, some can't be experimental, so they have to brew what they brew. It is what it is. And being in Nottingham, I'm surrounded by some absolutely amazing breweries. Wildcraft Brewery, if I'm talking directly to you, if you watch this video, um, we do a beer festival called Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, but we also do the Robin Hood Beer Festival. So you can contact Nottingham Camera for the Robin Hood Beer Fest, and say, look, have you ever heard of us? Get your name out there. And for Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, it's worth giving them a punt on. They're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So all social media. Give them a message and say, tell them Raggy sent you. And yeah. They may say who, but they shouldn't. But yeah, I'd like to see your beers up in Nottingham, and it's always good to have new blood at the craft beer festival, if that's something that you do, obviously. So anyway, back to the review. Here we go. I think the temperature of the shed, it probably could do with being a little bit warmer. And that's funny, isn't it? Being like a NEIPA. But certainly the mango is coming through absolutely spot on. It is cold. I am bloody freezing. Pardon my language. I do apologise if there's any children in the background. I do get this on beer reviews when I'm yakking away and sometimes swearing, especially if I've had a bad day. And people tell me that the kids are watching the beer reviews, and it's like, what? And so I've had to tone it down, and a little bit at least, a little bit. Might have to do like a late night Raggy review, which tells you straight away that it's not for kids, and certainly for people of a sensitive nature. Yeah, there's a lot of that in the world. Oh, tasting absolutely spot on. Again, big massive thank you to Andrew, Beery Beast in the East. Try saying that when you've had a few. For this beer, um, the kindness in the world amazes me at times, and we are the same. As a family, we will do things, not want any praise for it. Just do something and then walk away. And I've done it in the past. I will do it in the future when I can. I mean, I give plants away all the time. I grow that much that to me they mean nothing in the respect of cost. But to other people they mean so much, and it's lovely to put a smile on someone's face. And so anyway, for me, I love the mango flavours. Get some citrus in there as well. A bit of zestiness. For me, a good 4.4 out of 5. Check these guys out, or ladies even. Wild Craft Brewing out of Norwich. And I am down that way in March. March 17th, 18th, somewhere like that. We're going away for a couple of days over a weekend. Friday to Sunday, or maybe even the Monday, if my lad's ill from school. You never know when you get illnesses these days. Yeah. And I've got a few I'm going to low cost beer on that day. Well, I'm hoping to, at least. I've got any pennies. I'm also hoping to get to St. Peter's Brewery, and I might even pop in this brewery as well now I know it exists. Thank you for watching, and cheers everyone. See you soon.